There we go. Okay, now you got to, and actually, technically you would not take those all the way off yet, because there's nothing holding the truck. So just for the fun of it, I'm going to throw a couple back on.
Okay.
Before we go dinking around lifting that truck up, because you could like jack it up and the truck could fall over or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it falls over, this tire's not going to help anything. Actually, top and bottom would probably be the best. Okay, you know jack it up now.
I hate catching my mistakes on camera.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh God, this is
It's good because you know people learn from it. You learn from it. You know why you shouldn't do that.
this is scary. I'm gonna like fall on top of him. How do I do it?
Okay, just start lift the handle all the way up, push it all the way
Oh,
down.
I see.
We'll figure it out pretty quick. And luckily, you got that extension on there because it's a lot harder. Is that?
Oh, I see. I don't know if it was working.
That's all right. I mean, you have to look into editing things. Anything like fast forward to the boring portion. So then probably about an inch off the ground should be about enough. Then you got to start getting it to where that other jack's down, which is what we're working on. I want to put in over here as a safety, as a backup, because you don't ever want the, you don't ever want to have the try to put it really close to the pit there. I mean, that would hold it. That doesn't want it to hold. So you got to put it onto the hole. You know what I'm saying? So you lift it up and you can get an idea how much further you got to go. You can put that in now.
I should get like some stuff I use in here. Instead of put this way over here.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, I'll do that. And there we go. All right.
Oh gosh, I did it too much.
Gotta reach that hole yet? Oh, yeah, all right.
I did it a little bit too much.
Well, that's good because this is where you need to learn how to back off on that jack. Very carefully. Get that thing lined up nice and centered on that axle.
And now what?
Is it centered on there?
Yep.
Wait a minute. No, you gotta come back a little more.
Back?
Maybe back towards, no, this way, towards you. Here you go. Whoa, whoa. What about there? Yeah, nice and, oops, yeah, nice and centered on there. Now you want to take this out and put it on that other thing down there.
Oh, this.
And very slowly, you got to grab it really firm, and very slowly you're going to undo it.
Wait.
Very slowly. Because it's going to release all at once, and it's just going to drop if you're not careful.
Oh God. Okay.
Unscrew it. You're shutting it. You're the other way.
Wait.
Lefty.
Oh, this.
There you go. Slowly. Stop.
Whoa, I did not.
Okay,
realize
now
that
close
was
it. See, that's what I want to. Okay, now go ahead and probably pump on it a little bit. Put some pressure on there so that both. Probably as hard as you can with that one. There you go. That's good. That's good. That's good. Because we want the. Yeah, good. Now they're both kind of sharing the load as a little safety.
Yeah.
All right. Now we take the tire off. There we go again. knock it off the jacks. At least you get a little bit of extra protection here. Some stupid textures come along here, right? That tire will hold it. Okay. Oh, I gotta get the tools. Let's see.
I got my dorky grandpa knee pads on.
Okay, that's a 18 millimeter. About a 3/8 drive and a 13 millimeter. So do you remember what the different drives were? There's 3 different ones to choose from. This is what the drive at. That's
3/8
that's a
inch,
quarter.
quarter, 3/4,
No, this is just 3/8. So how
3/8.
big this is, 3/8 of an inch. And this is half inch drives.
Hold on.
So if somebody says I need a drive and 13 millimeter, I believe is what that was. You can put together. I just push the button. It's gonna fall. And I don't know if it's set in the right direction to loosen or tighten. Good. Alright, so you already got the top nut off.
Should have grabbed a hair tie.
Remember, okay, yeah, you put the bolts in there. Alright, good. Keeping all the nuts on the hubcap. Now I gotta get the screwdriver and get that. Oh, well, no, we gotta get that something to rest the caliper on. We don't want it hanging from the hoses. Okay, so we're gonna pull the caliper off.
Right here, right?
Yep. And maybe from the bottom as well. It's kind of hard to get at, huh? You can pry off this too. I believe that should help it come off. Come on, baby. Yeah, you can't bend that screwdriver unless you're jumping on it. Here, go in the top and then push off of this rotor, maybe. Push towards me, towards the back. There you go.
Wrong angle.
Yeah, that bottom really needs to come out, doesn't it? Probably blinding. Yeah, come on, baby. Come on out of there.
Gee, this one's really stuck. Doesn't fit right here.
Woo, close. Yeah. Again, don't let that thing drop and hit the ground because it'll rip those hoses apart. All right, you got it. Just
Oh
about.
gosh, it's still stuck. With something. There we go. Okay.
All right. Now, what's left of the... You can pull this disc out of there. Remember, don't ever rub your eyes or anything. That's got nasty stuff. And technically, we should be wearing gloves for this. I forgot. I've got special gloves, but luckily it's more for the oily stuff, which is bad. Okay, so we had about 1/8 of an inch to go there.
This one's.
And this one is pretty darn close. It's just slightly less, but that's a good sign that they're wearing evenly, or very close to evenly. Okay, now remember what's next?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use vice tongs. Who knows, maybe in a couple of years we'll do a video of you pulling a transmission or something, huh?
That'd be fun.
I've done a few of those. They're not
Is that
fun.
pulling too much?
No, you're okay on that. Oops. Other way. Because you can't.
Right.
There you go.
Jeez. It's like if I do it any more than just the tiniest bit, then it's just like impossible.
Remind me next time to shut my phone off. It puts ringing while recording.
For some reason, this is reminding me of Grand Theft Auto video game.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
Oh. It's because you're working on a car or something.
Maybe.
It's all about racing and crashing, isn't it?
Yeah, like stealing cars and you
Yeah.
get like
Oh.
job stuff. Job opportunities and stuff.
Never
You
got
make
much into
money.
video games.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Or any games, really.
I don't even know how old that game is.
You know, I kind of touched on the subject the other day, and, you know, to you and everybody else out there, young person, that's one thing I've noticed in my lifetime with the advent of the internet. We all spend, not all, most people spend a lot more time getting sidetracked, just wasting time instead of doing something like this. I mean, you're learning stuff that's going to save you a lot of money someday and maybe help make you money. Whereas if you're fiddle farting around with some stupid video game, you know, that doesn't get you ahead in life. Stuff like this does.
Once in a while it's fun, but all the time it's
Yeah. Who was it? Who's the guy that started Amazon? He said he made some mention of that.
What was it?
Was
Was it Jeff?
his distractions. Yeah, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
He said that's one of the biggest, that's a big problem, is people get distracted so much these days. They just, you know, because the internet's so entertaining, all them funny dog videos and cat videos and whatever. But the more you invest into your
Pause it.
life, yeah, we'd probably get it deleted. Alright, that's about it. And the other thing was, remember these things right here, when they do a real brake job, they actually take these apart and they lubricate them. They clean them out and they lubricate them. These are still sliding nicely, but you want to push those back like that. That's the new starting position. There's one there and there's one on the bottom. And
Wait, that's the starting position or that?
oh boy, you got me. I don't know, my dyslexia is kicking in. We'll figure it out. They're going to be in the way. I'm pretty sure they got to go back like this, because otherwise they're going to be in the way.
Okay.
And,
Now I figure
yeah.
out.
Okay,
Now we put the
so
new brake on?
yeah, now you get the new bricks. We get the brake shoes out. I can warn you of things not to do. Anyhow. Okay, so we're recording now.
Where'd you go?
And let's see. Oh, and I remember one of those has the little skid. I can't remember what you call it. It's the metal thing.
This?
No, it goes. Where's the other brake shoe? Oh, I guess it's just on the one on the other side that has it's a little piece of metal that sticks out and it drags on here and it squeals to let you know that the brakes are getting
Oh yeah, that.
worn out. That always goes on the it's
Oh
typically
god,
the
do I have
inside,
dirt
I
on my
think.
face?
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at all the dirt. You see that face? Yeah, good dirt face. That's an auto mechanic right there.
See, my face, like, whenever I'm not supposed to touch my face, it feels like that's always the time that it itches the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I put this in? I don't think I did this last time. Oh, it's on the
And it
wrong
goes,
side.
yeah, it's on
That's
the
why.
wrong. Well, there is no wrong side on those. They can go either way. It's just you had it backwards. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's what I meant.
And these go on pretty amazingly easy compared to sometimes they're pretty tough. Sometimes you have to really pry them and beat them, and they're a pain in the butt. You've been very fortunate on this so far.
Oh gosh. Oh god, this one's gonna be difficult. Yeah, this one's being difficult.
Let me see that shoe real quick.
Shoe?
No, this shoe. These
Oh.
are those kind of shoes. Or well, actually, no, those aren't shoes. The other ones. This is the disc brake. I don't know. Yeah, give me the pad. I just want to look at something. Okay, yeah, they're the same top and bottom. So yeah, they should be able to go either direction. I'm just not sure what this. Oh, that pin right there. That's what they either forgot to put it on there. That's where the squeal thing goes. That tells you that it'll drag onto the rotor and it'll squeal and let you know it's ready to be changed. So anywho, yeah, keep going. Maybe put the bottom on first or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but it's being really difficult. Let me try this. I can't do it that way. Jeez. Finally, okay.
Hey, you got it, huh? All right. And normally also, a professional, they have special stuff. It's a lubricant, like brake grease or whatever you call it. You put a little bit of it on all the connections because these are going to actually move ever so slightly, and you want them to move nicely and freely. So we're not doing a full-on technically correct job here, but just to let you know, there is some stuff that comes with a little brush, and you would put that grease on there, and it helps those basically disengage. I think when you just helps them slide better. You want the stuff to move freely because it can get hung up, and your brakes can go when you're,
Right.
just rolling along. That's probably because they're getting hung up and making that noise. So, alrighty. So now you got to put the caliper back on.
This is a part I struggled with last time.
Yeah, and usually if you put those on, see, like this one, you're right-handed. This one's easier for you to get off, right?
Right.
Well, you put that one on back, the other one on backwards. Then
I did.
You
I
want
see
that on the side that your hand is. So now you know on those.
Oops.
I teach you all kinds of crap.
This is bent.
And
Is that supposed to be bent?
yeah, because you're gonna have fun getting that in there. It's for now. We can address that later and maybe straighten it out. You gotta get that bottom one in there just like that. Remember? There you go. And then the top one. All right. Woo, this might have to bang that thing. Come on, baby, get in there, smack it. Okay, it's getting hung up on that, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe. Might even be the bottom.
Could get you like a rubber hammer. Careful, don't let me whack it for you. There you go.
There
Okay,
we go.
just a good whack. Okay, that's in. You could, maybe push those back down, but you're just gonna have to bend them next time you do a brake job. So I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure somebody can comment and tell me what I'm doing wrong. So now it's those two bolts.
Right. Oh yeah.
And remember these rubber thingies? We push those out of the way, and so as these brakes wear out, they are going to move back in. So again, these should be checked to make sure they run in and out nicely. And you got to find that hole on the inside. Can you see the hole, or you need a flashlight? Or can you
There
see
we go.
it?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
always start them by hand. Make sure you're certain that the threads are going before you put a wrench to it. Because if you run them in crooked and you force it, that's not good.
Wait. Oh, there. Why isn't it going? I thought I was going the wrong way, and then I was like, wait, no. Oh my god. I can't see.
Oops.
Oops, sorry. There we go.
Yeah, usually that's how you kind of do everything. You get everything kind of snugged up, not real tight yet, and then you'll tighten everything up after everything's snugged up.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on.
Grab it, just yeah.
It's like I go to tighten it with my fingers, and then I
just
tighten
grab
it
onto the
until I
socket.
can't. I tighten it until I can't
Yeah.
tighten it anymore with my fingers, and then I go in with this, and it's still
Well,
too
if it
loose.
still does that, just grab onto the socket and just keep the socket from turning backwards.
Right. It's hard if I can get my fingers in it, that'll work.
Okay, and whack that for you. I would say whack that pretty good with your hand. That's probably pretty good. Now to go back and do the other side.
On here?
Yeah, and technically, to do this absolutely correctly, you should have a torque wrench, and you should look up how many either foot-pounds or inch-pounds. I mean, this is probably, I don't know, somewhere around 25 foot-pounds or something like that, which means 25 pounds at a foot out. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Sometimes it's inch-pounds, but anyhow, okay.
Now we put the wheel
Okay,
back on.
now I got the tire out for you. Remember, you kind of roll it up onto your foot to lift it.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, always remember where the studs are, so you can line that up. And remember, you can use this pry bar to help pry it on there.
Just trying to get it lined up first. Oh, my tail. Jeez.
Is it too heavy?
Hurts.
You can also roll it up onto a board or something, I guess. Because if you had like a 2x4 out here, you know, you could lift the end up and put a shim under there or something. If you can grab any one of those studs, once you get one,
Okay. I'll lift it, you like direct it.
wait, no. Sit back down. You try to this one also like that. See if you can get any one of these to line up. Let's see, especially on the side. Okay, see as you pull it down. Get that on there. Yes, there we go. I'm just gonna have to wrestle it up there. It's not gonna go off now. The bottom will pull out, but it won't come off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
So just put a nut. Yeah. So again, they make these gloves, and I actually keep some in the truck.
Oh.
You should wear those, I don't know, like a neoprene glove or some kind of protective glove. Definitely, as soon as we're done here, go and wash that crap off your hands and your face. The face, you see the face, yeah. Brake dust. Bad stuff to inhale, by the way, so if you ever find yourself blowing it off with an air compressor, not a good idea. Better to use like a brake cleaner, because it's a liquid. It'll grab onto it and it won't let it get in the air so that you inhale it.
I have a big patch on my forehead, don't I?
Yep. Yeah, and they can snug them all up with the wrench.
You got to put the truck down first.
Well, you kind of want to get them snug with the wrench before you put it down, because when you snug them up, those nuts are going to force it to get centered in the hub. You don't want to put weight on it until you know you got some. You just can't tighten them tight. I mean, you could if you had like an impact wrench, but you just kind of hold it with your foot. It'll try to turn, just jam your, or hold it, whatever, and jam your foot under there and get them kind of snug.
Oh, jeez. Why do I keep saying oh, jeez? I would never say that.
Because you're on YouTube and millions of people are going to see this.
Millions?
Someday,
oh, gosh, I hope it
probably.
doesn't get that bad.
Well, hundreds of thousands, maybe 5 years from now or something. You'll be famous. You'll be a YouTube star.
No.
I mean, how many
never.
14-year-olds do a brake job?
Never, ever, ever.
Of course, your mom, she was driving heavy equipment when she was half your
5.
age. You know,
No.
big track hose.
She learned how to drive a motorcycle when she was 5.
Yeah, yeah. Some kids start early, and you know, parents should do that, man. Learn as much as you can as early as you can, so you can use it throughout your life.
Now can I put the truck down?
No, I'd snug at least 4 of them up. Preferably just kind of snug them all up. Just, you know, yeah, before you put the weight on it, you want to. Cause see, did you notice all those nuts are like cone shaped?
Yeah.
Well, it's getting the wheel centered. You want to make sure that
Like on the
that
top.
wheel is very well centered before you put weight on it. I mean, it's probably not a big deal, but I don't know. I just feel better if it's good and snug. There you go, that's good. Just get them all like that, that's good. And then we'll let it down, then we'll put the weight on it.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, turn the wheel and
You kick it.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, jeez. Maybe not.
Keep turning the wheel. Oh.
You're interested. guess it's just kind of intimidating.
Yeah, just keep turning the wheel.
I guess it's kind of like intimidating knowing how many people are going to see this. Because I thought the last video would get like 5 views, just like your friends.
Yeah, it was like 3,000 in a few
I
days,
was like,
1,000 a
it's
day.
really-
It could be it was just the way that it was filmed. We'll
I don't
see.
know how influencers like handle all the like viewers and stuff. I don't know, like on my Instagram, all I have is like 130, and I have a private account. And I don't post anything. It's just like to see what everybody else is up to.
Yeah.
And they all have, some of the people that follow me are like, have like a couple thousand like followers, and it's like, I've gone to school with them, and it's like, how, you're 14. Some of them are younger than me. I think that's good.
Okay.
It's messy.
To get it up off of that other jack.
These are really rocky. Oh gosh, I'm so stupid. I have to get it off of this one first. Oh man. Like, why won't it go down?
You might want the extra hand. I don't know. It's up to you.
No, that's fine.
You're feeling macho. And just always remember that bottle jack could give away anytime. It most likely will never happen in your life, but if it does, you're going to regret it. So remember, now now's a good chance for you to practice this, make it come down real slow. There you go, very nice. 'Cause it's real easy to accidentally crack it too fast and then it'll drop out of control. All right, open it up, pull that thing out. It should just pull out, grab the handle and yank that thing out. It should come out.
Oh, there you go.
The remembrance of hearing the story of my friend, he's dead now, but yeah, he started up his truck and it killed the cat. So yeah, you always, when the cat turned up missing, I'm like, just let me check under the hood, and boy, there she was right under the hood. Okay, so good shot with the face. See how much dirt? Well, you got some of the dirt on your hands. Yeah, all right. Now we got to finish the lug nuts.
Pause it.
No, we're going. Don't slip off and hit that hubcap and break it. It's just plastic junk. Okay, that's about 130 pounds of torque.
130. I'm not.
Well, yeah, this torque specs on these I think are 130 pounds, and what that means is that's 130 foot-pounds, and what that means is if you took 130 pounds, that's probably good right there. If you took 130 pounds 12 inches away, or 1 foot, and you pushed her 130 pounds, that's what this is rated at. But by you jumping out on the end, you're probably more like 140. Okay, good. Now we're gonna go cross pattern the other side. So you got more leverage out there, so that's probably good right there. You're what, 110 pounds, bouncing a little bit, so
105, not
105. Oh, 105. Sorry, one old fat chick here, right? Not that 110 would make you fat. Don't want to offend anybody.
That's about most of the people I know that are my age.
Yeah.
About 110.
Yeah. Okay, that's plenty. Across somewhere over there.
one that's like super tilted up. Makes it really hard to stand on.
Well, you can push on with your bare hand some.
Either too low or too high.
That's good.
And I did that one.
Yeah, now usually I just go around to every single one to make sure you didn't miss one. Because you know, you go crisscross, you can see right there, you missed that one. That's why you go back around and do every single one now. Because you can get lost on your crisscross thing and forget one. So, good, you just learned something there.
Oh, it sucked if that came off.
Yeah, it's not fun. Kills people.
Yeah, not good. And it would have been my fault that time.
Well, technically my fault. You're still in training.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do this a few more times, you know, I mean, it's not that hard, right?
I'll be able to go up to people. That'll be fun because in high school,
Yeah. Just remember,
asking people if I can do their brakes.
Yeah.
And they don't have to spend $500.
just remember, the tire falls off, something goes wrong. They're going to be looking at you. What'd you do wrong? So you better pay attention. People's lives are at stake when you're doing this stuff. It might happen 20,000 miles from now, you know, if you didn't put a bolt on tight enough or something. That's good.
That's the only sketchy thing about it. Is being like
That's good.
responsible for it.
Yeah, people, I mean, people do that all the time. Everybody's guilty of it. They do stuff they don't realize. Unintended consequences.
And people will find any way to sue you.
Yep.
So they could even loosen a